I gotta call a spade a spade. A lot of these dudes is fake. They be clickbaiting y'all, putting out fake news for clicks so they can get people to watch. I mean, I understand how the YouTube game goes. When I first started out, I didn't know what I know now. And knowing what I know now, I know how these channels operate. And I didn't start this channel to operate like that. Back to boxing. So when this fight is contractually complete, both sides have signed. The PBC is officially going to drop the news and the notification once the fight is set, complete, date, venue, everything is ready to rock. Because they know at that point, that's when the conversation is truly going to begin. Once all parties have all the information, that's when you can really publicize an event, especially an event of this magnitude. This is going to be the biggest match of 2022, possibly the last 5, who knows, or 10 years. This fight between Bud and Spence is going to be that huge. I told you guys before, it has the chance and the makings to be a trilogy. If a rematch clause is not in the contract between Spence or Crawford, I will be surprised. And if it is in the contract between Spence and also Crawford, I'm telling y'all, this fight has a potential to be a trilogy. I think Bud is like 33, Errol's like 32, something like that. So don't be surprised if both of these guys can end their career, at least in their career and reign in the welterweight division, fighting each other. Don't be surprised, because if this fight winds up being a trilogy, when a trilogy is over, one or both can possibly move up. Bud is already talking about possibly moving to 54 to fight Charlo if he beats Errol. Spoke about that also. If Bud happens to beat Errol Spence, becomes undisputed at 147, moves up to 154, fights Charlo, hypothetically, if he beats Charlo and becomes undisputed at 54, Bud might retire. He might retire. Because now he's a 3-division undisputed world champion. Phenomenal. I'm out on that one. Peace. Especially if he's still undefeated. Which, if he fights Spence 3 times, that will be an amazing feat in itself. For it to be a trilogy and you beat Errol Spence, not once, not twice, but 3 times. But I don't see Bud beating Errol 3 times. That will be just like, damn, stacking the deck. But this boxing, anything can happen. So hypothetically, let's just touch on that real quick. If Bud and Spence fight 3 times, who do y'all think is going to win the latter of the fights? You got Spence 2-1 over Bud. You got Bud 2-1 over Spence. Or you got somebody washing it. You know what I mean? That's a very interesting question. I might do a video just based upon that question alone, because that's a very interesting narrative. Very interesting narrative. But people dropping news about this fight, it's halfway done, it's not, no. You hear people talking about it's close. Look, a fight like this, it ain't done until both guys sign the contract. It don't matter how close it is, because guess what? At one point, Crawford was close to fight Manny Pacquiao. Look what happened there. At one point, Errol Spence was close to fighting Manny Pacquiao. Look what happened there. Anything can happen. It don't matter how close you are to fighting somebody. Something can happen. Injuries, life circumstances, whatever. Your management, your team fall apart, something falls through. Things just don't add up. Teams can't connect, can't come to a resolution, and everything just dissipates and falls apart. A lot could happen in the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing is like a movie script. It's like a Hollywood movie. You know what I mean? The script changed, the narratives, everything. A lot can change and a lot goes in to making these fights being blockbuster. You know what I mean? They're not as easy as people want them to be. They want it to be easy so we can continue to talk about it, so we continue to make content about it, so we can get views, so we can get clicks. But you gotta be real. You gotta be talking about the truth. Don't just be putting shit out there because you want people to listen to it. Put the right information out there. Put facts out there. Me, that's what I look for. Because me being a part of the game now, when I look at these videos and I look at these titles, I know they clickbaiting. So I don't even watch it. And some of these dudes, I don't even watch their channels no more. Because now me being in the game, I know what their channel is about. A lot of these dudes is basically gossip columnists, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, they be creating narratives, and all y'all that be subscribed to these dudes, y'all be in the lives, going along with the shit. You know what I mean? Like, the shit is crazy. But guess what? If that's who you rock with, if that's how you choose to follow who you support on YouTube, I can't say nothing about that. Hats off to you. But I will say this. When you rock with me, you rock with the realest. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna put content out just for you to click on it. No. That's why they try to hold my channel back. That's why a lot of these dudes bit my style. You watch my content and you watch some of these other guys' content, and you see they took certain things from my content and added to their channel. I ain't gonna say no names, because as soon as I say names, you will be like, oh, he's just trying to clickbait. He's just trying to get views. He's just trying to get, no. 12 rounds is going down with our body bars. Weak channel, stay with a bodyguard.